The number one thing that I recognize as a minister and life coach is people going to unqualified people for advice. We're human. We're always going to vent to our girlfriends, our coworkers, etc. But when you are dealing with healing, it is imperative that you go to someone who God has anointed to heal by way of the anointing that he has placed on their life, and then someone who has used that call on their life to get educated in the areas that can be useful to you in this natural world. We are spiritual beings, but we live in a natural world. And just like if and when you get sick, you go to a very real hospital and you speak with a doctor that has been to med school, it is imperative that you sit down and you speak to a professional that can look at what you are going through, what you have been through, and break down the emotional and psychological hurdles that you've been through, that you may still be experiencing, and how to work through them. Someone who is anointed but not educated, and not quite hearing from God, nor do they have the educational background to pull from, they might look at a life head-on collision and say, well, girl, move on. Just dust yourself off and move on. But someone who is educated, anointed, appointed will look at your situation and say, yes, you have to move on, but give yourself time. And these are the steps that you need to take. And by the way, don't rush to forgive, because forgiveness is a process. And forgiveness very often is found at the finish line, not the starting line, because anger and rage is a part of the process that gets you to that finish line called forgiveness.